Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Live Trading Room's daily Forex analysis. Today is Friday, February the 9th, and it's 11 a.m. Let's see how the Forex market is performing through the index grid of our best and worst dashboard. We have the Australian dollar in first position, gaining 1.72% on its currency basket, followed by the euro, ahead by 1.33%. The New Zealand dollar is gaining 0.89%. The Canadian dollar is advancing by 0.50%, and the British pound is gaining 0.45%. US dollar is just below parity with a percentage variation of 0.15%. The Swiss franc is losing 2.25%, and the yen comes last, losing 2.57%. The power strength gives us the yen 100% short and the Australian dollar 100% long. We have high percentages on the Swiss franc and the euro, also respectively 85% short and 85% long. The best trades so far in the Forex market are Aussie yen gaining 0.51% and Aussie Swiss franc ahead by 0.50%. Now let's go to the charts to analyze the majors. Aussie US dollar is showing the first signs of a possible inversion with a false breakout of the previous daily low and price, which leaned on the quarterly moving average. Right now we have a bullish price action at a scalping and intraday level. We're above the target number one of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7795. The pair is gaining 0.24% on a daily basis, and we have an RSI above 50 on every time frame except H4 and the daily. With a confluent Australian dollar against a 71% short US dollar, should the market remain above 0.7789, we may have a continuation of the bullish move. The euro dollar is consolidating inside yesterday's daily range. The tendency is slightly bullish. We're inside the bullish zone of the target geometry, just above target number one at 122.65. We have a bullish price action at an intraday level with a percentage gain of 0.16%. The RSI is above 50 on every time frame except H4, M5. We have an 85% long euro against a 71% short US dollar, so if the market remains above 122.58, we may have a moderate continuation to the upside. The cable started the session in a bullish tendency, marked an intraday high at 139.87 and then corrected down toward the daily opening. The percentage gain is still of 0.04%, but we have a bearish price action at a scalping level and an RSI below 50 up to the H4 time frame. Should the market descend below the daily opening, we may have a continuation to the downside. Entry level of the bearish zone of the target geometry 138.79. Should the market instead go back above 139.44, we may have a resuming of the bullish tendency. Kiwi US dollar is moving in a bullish tendency just above target number one of the bullish zone of the target geometry with a confluent price action and a breakout of the previous highs from M1 to H4. The pair is gaining 0.23% and we have an RSI above 50 on every time frame except H4 and the daily, with a 71% long New Zealand dollar against a 71% short US dollar. We may have a continuation to the upside toward the weekly opening at 0.7281. US dollar Canada is moving sideways inside the no trade zone of the target geometry with a slight bearish tendency, with a percentage variation of 0.05%. Both currencies are very weak on their respective currency baskets, so we can expect a very limited daily range. US dollar Swiss franc started the session in a bullish tendency, marked an intraday high at 0.9397, but now it's correcting down violently toward the daily opening with a breakout of the previous lows from M5 to H1. The pair is still gaining 0.17%, but also here both currencies are very weak on their baskets, so we can expect an inside day. Let's close the analysis with US dollar yen, which is moving in a bullish tendency and already marked an intraday high above the monthly opening at 109.18. On the target geometry, we're just above target number one. The market made a pullback on the level from the intraday high marked at 109.15. 0.30. We have a bullish price action at an intraday level, and the pair is gaining 0.30%. With a confluent yen, if the market remains above 108.90, we may have a continuation to the upside, and a daily close above the monthly opening would be a clear sign of strength. That's all for today's analysis. Thank you for your attention. Good weekend and good trading from Live Trading Room Trading Community.